So dear students, in our last section we have seen queue and other types of queue. Today we will see the priority queue, which is also one of the data structure. These are like our general queue structures in which each element is assigned a priority. So the elements are added and processed in that order only. Priority queue is nothing but general queue structure in which the elements are inserted according to its priority. As its name implies, priority queue is responsible for assigning priority to each and every element. So, the elements are inserted or added and processed in the particular order according to the priority. The elements are added according to priority, as well as whatever processing we want to do on that elements, that processing is also done according to the priority. An element with higher priority is processed before element of lower priority. Now, as I said, each and every element is having particular priority. So some elements will have the higher priority and some elements will have the lower priority. So the element which is having the higher priority will be processed, and the elements having lower priority will be processed later after the higher priority elements. Two elements of same priority are processed in order in which they are added. Now, as I said, the elements will be processed according to priority, but it may happen that the elements will have same priority, because it's not necessary always that each and every element will have the different or unique priority. It might happen that the elements will have same priority. It may be higher, it may be lower, but it might happen that it may have the same priority. So what we will do at that time? Because how we are going to do processing? Because we are saying that the higher priority element will be processed first and lower priority will be later. But if the elements are having the same priority, then the processing is done in a such a way that the element, we will check the sequence of elements in which the elements are inserted or added. Whatever sequence we are having of adding the elements, in that way processing will be done. Means, whenever suppose we are having two elements and they are having the same priority, then we will process the element which is inserted first in the queue, and then we will process the element which is inserted later. Means, according to the insertion sequence, the processing will be done on the particular element. Now there are basically two types of priority queue: ascending priority queue and descending priority queue. So what is ascending priority queue? The items or elements are inserted arbitrarily, but only smallest element is removed. So as I said, we can insert elements arbitrarily, but when we want to delete the element or remove the element, the smallest element is removed first. That is called as ascending priority queue. Now the next is descending priority queue. So in this also, items are inserted arbitrarily, but only largest element is removed. Means, we can insert the elements arbitrarily, but in descending priority queue, the largest element will be removed only. So that are nothing but the ascending priority and descending priority, in which ascending priority, in the ascending priority, smallest element will be removed, and in descending priority, largest element will be removed. So what is the application of priority queue? So in time sharing system, and we are having operating system in our curriculum. So in operating system, we will see that the tasks are associated with priority and the task execution is done according to the priority. So in that time sharing system, the programs with high priority or the instructions with high priority will be processed first. That is one most important use of priority queue. The in operating system, for job scheduling it is done. The various algorithms are there for job scheduling: first in, first out, shortest job first. There the application of priority queue is done. To manage the limited bandwidth of transmission in network communication, whenever we want to manage the bandwidth, at that time also priority queue has been used, and to manage the events in the simulation and modeling. Now, how we represent the priority queue? So the representation of priority queue is done by one-way list, means the queue is arranged in the particular format of the list, where each node contains three fields, that is data, priority, and link to the next element. We are having this particular priority queue. We can see that each node is having pointer as well as element as well as the link. So suppose we will see this first node. It is having the data A, it's having priority 1, and the pointer or link is given. Then the next is data B, it's having priority 2 and link, so on. And the last element is denoted by null because we are not having any next pointer where we will point. So that is one way. The next way is array. So by the priority queue can be displayed by using array, where we can have the two pointers, that is front and rear, as well as we can also denote the priority queue by the two-dimensional array in the row format. So this is also single array which is arranged in the row column format, and this is also where the two-dimensional array is occurred. So front and rear is used to denote the pointers. So according to priority, the particular elements are stored in the array. Same way, according to priority, that is 1, 2, A is placed, then 2, 1, B is placed. According to that, whatever priority we are having in the two-dimensional array, we can also represent by using the two-dimensional array, we can represent the priority queue, as well as by the single array also we can represent the priority queue. So these are the representations by which we can represent the priority queue. So that is nothing but all about the priority queue, its types and its applications and its representation. Thank you.